In the state court system, there are the state trial courts, then the intermediate appellate courts, and the state supreme courts. In the federal court system, there are U.S. district courts and U.S. courts of appeal. These both lead up to the U.S. Supreme Court. Whereas the state trial courts and the U.S. district courts are trial courts that present evidence, the intermediate appellate courts and the state supreme courts and the U.S. Court of Appeals are reviewing courts, otherwise known as higher courts. Here, new evidence is not presented, just evaluated. There is no jury and there can be more than one judge serving in the appellate court. Federal subject matter jurisdiction are diversity of citizenship cases and cases that arise under federal law. Federal crimes, copyright, and patents are just a few examples. State subject matter jurisdiction are diversity cases under 75,000, non-diversity cases, and cases about state law. State crimes, divorce, and traffic accidents are just a few examples. Now, those are examples of exclusive federal and exclusive state subject matter jurisdiction, respectively, but there is such thing as concurrent jurisdiction. This refers to diversity cases that do meet or surpass that $75,000 minimum in addition to all other federal law questions. Whereas subject matter is the what, personal jurisdiction is the who. It refers to the jurisdiction or power that a court has over not only a person, but a company or business. Personal jurisdiction applies when the defendant is a resident, but what about non-resident defendants? Non-resident defendants are subject to personal jurisdiction through submitting a service of process within the state or through the long-arm statute. This statute states that due process requires that the non-resident defendant must have minimum contact with the state. Venue refers to the court closest to where the incident occurred in which the trial will be held. If appropriate, a change of venue can be granted. Standing refers to whether or not a given party has a sufficient personal interest in an outcome of a case. Choice of law is when parties contractually agree which state or federal law will be used. Forum selection is when parties contractually agree which court the trial will be held in.